My country people them. Today na Friday the 14th of June 2019 and I want to talk to una about the consequences for inciting terrorism inside Cameroon. And I go give una exhibit A. This man where he named na Kwah-Driscole, where they arrest him, they put him on trial and they find him guilty and they don't put him now, they sentence him to prison for inciting terrorism in Cameroon. I will read for una the article where they write for the London Metropolitan Police, their official website, and then I will go on for explain to una the intricate details them and exactly what this one mean, because this one now the biggest blow to the Ambazonians them, especially the ones them in the diaspora. My country people them, we are winning. We, the black legs, na Kumkumasa at the talk, the king of all black legs, we are winning and we are winning fatly. When I listen. So this article was published on the Metropolitan Police official website on June the 13th, 2019, and the title says that man who called for embassies to be attacked is jailed. They have his picture and his name, Kwah-Driscole, and the article reads, a man who posted messages calling for violence in Cameroon on social media accounts has today been jailed for 2 years after counter-terrorism detectives spotted one of his posts. Kingston Crown Court heard that on the 3rd of May 2018, Metropolitan Police Counter-Terrorism Command officers trawling the internet found a concerning tweet about a big explosion at an embassy and launched an investigation. They identified that the Swedish national Kwah-Driscole, 47 years old, born on the 12th of December 1971 of West London, had sent the tweet and an identical message on Facebook that day. They subsequently trawled through thousands of Facebook and Twitter posts, identifying a further 4 messages that constituted terrorism offenses, all relating to attacking embassies in Cameroon or calling for violence against the Cameroon government. On the 26th of June, hang on, my country people, I think there's a mistake there because there's no way they go arrest you on where it go plead guilty for May, but they arresting at June. So I think what they meant to say was on the 26th of April. So when I see them say this, so even British people them, even the British police, even when white people them, they still make mistakes. Mistakes are something that all human beings make. But I digressed. So I will continue. So what they mean for talking at the 26th of April, counter-terrorism detectives arrested Kwah-Driscole at his home address on suspicion of encouraging terrorism, contrary to Section 1 of the Terrorism Act 2006. Acting Commander Alexis Boone of the Metropolitan Police Counter-Terrorism Command said Kwah-Driscole's messages were incendiary and had the potential to motivate people thousands of miles away to violence. It was important that we stopped Kwah-Driscole from publishing any more messages like this. So on the 24th of May 2019, Kwah-Driscole pleaded guilty to 5 counts of encouraging terrorism. He was sentenced on the 13th of June, yesterday, he was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment for each offense to run concurrently. Okay, my country people, I could then go now for explain una the gravity of what this one mean and the implications to the whole Ambazonia movement in the diaspora. But before I continue, I want to read the last paragraph for the article where it talks say, anyone who sees messages of this nature online is urged to report it to the police in confidence at gov.uk/act or by calling 0800 789 321. So my country people if you know any of these so-called Ambazonians and the terrorists where they incite terrorism inside Cameroon, when I feel report them, especially if they be based in the UK, when I feel report them to the UK police on this number. If you're there for UK, you just dial them straight from your phone, 0800 789 321, and the number is free to call in the UK. But if you be international, you put +44 800 789 321. 321. So if you're there for Cameroon or wherever you want to report them, use that number, you put +44 and then remove the first 0. So it be now +44 800 789 321. And also, it could be easier for now for report them by just going to the website www.gov.uk/act. If you go for that website and then it will give you information for this, so you fit make sure say you copy the exact thread where the person post them and the account, the date and the time. If you screenshot them, you screenshot them before they delete them, and then you send them to the London Metropolitan Police and they go act. Some are contribute to them. As soon as I be read that article, wait away, I be really want to find out now the terrorism where they write on today. That article, it be very short, brief, and concise, but the official website of the London Metropolitan Police, it take it time. It write the word terrorism 8 separate times for that article. 8. And the charges where they charge this man, now terrorism, section 1 of the UK law of 2006, counter-terrorism law, where they charge you 5 different counts, and he plead guilty. It means that Driscoll, he go talk for court, say, yes, your honor, I am a terrorist. Lock me up. I am a terrorist. He plead guilty. So when these Ambazonians, they always talk, say it is so, we are not terrorists, we'll get freedom of speech or whatever nonsense they always talk, say it is so, Cameroon, no be Cameroon this, we dey nana for one man country, we dey for America, we dey for Europe, no be Kangaroo Court or no be Banana Republic. Okay. So now, so these Ambazonians, are they going to say that the United Kingdom it be na Banana Republic? Or because now the United Kingdom they call Driscoll, say it be terrorist. So when the Ambazonians now they can't talk for now say it is so, now which country don't ever call we say will be terrorist? Tell them say Britain, United Kingdom, the London Metropolitan Police. It called them, say, they be terrorists. Say the things the way they post them online, that terrorism. It get the potential for cause people them thousands of miles away for kill other people them. And that is terrorism. And that is against the UK laws. More would not tell them so. So some Ambazonians, them Amber fools the day on social media where they don't talk say, that judge. So now because they know if it talks to the UK na Banana Republic, they know if it talks to the UK court na Kangaroo Court. So wait till they talk now. They say, that judge did not know what he was doing. No, country people them. Some fool they don't even go to the extent for talk today. So why they not put the judge name and the picture for day? See these idiots, wonderful international idiots. Because the only thing where they want to do now for take the judge a picture, put cross for a face, go put them for Facebook. Which that in itself is a threat. And that in itself is terrorism. So if they do that one, they go lock them up again. So these people are confused. Okay. They want try now for blame the judge because they know if it blame the UK, because they want the United Kingdom their sympathy. And they know if it blame the UK court system because they know say no some kangaroo court as they always talk. So they want try for blame the judge, an individual. But me want to understand say no be the judge a fault. Now the London Metropolitan Police, their counter-terrorism command, they investigate Driscoll. Okay? They gather the evidence. Okay, and then they issue a warrant of arrest. Okay, they go pick it up, they arrest it, they put handcuff, they take it, go locky, and then they process the case, they present the evidence to you. You yourself look at the evidence. Maybe it get lawyer or maybe it no get lawyer. That one don't mean my business, but it get right according to UK law for get lawyer. And if he cannot afford a lawyer, one would be appointed to him for free. That is the UK law. So it is so they don't give you a lawyer, whether if you afford them or not. If you get lawyer, if you get legal representation for the court, and your own lawyer, it would then go through the case, it look at the charging document, it look at the case, and then look at the evidence where the police they get them against you, and then they come to a conclusion, say, Oga, it is in your best interest for plead guilty. Because if you plead guilty, the court will go lenient on you they will consider you if you plead guilty. So now where Driscoll, he plead guilty. The only thing where the judge is doing and say, the judge is calling, he say, can you confirm is your name Ganye Driscoll? He say, yes, your honor. Okay. You have on count number 1, you have been charged for inciting terrorism in Cameroon on this date at this time, this post that you made on Facebook. Do you plead guilty or not guilty? Driscoll say, guilty! And then the judge say, okay, count number 2, on this date at this time, you posted this threat on Twitter saying they should attack Cameroon embassies. Do you plead guilty or not guilty? Driscoll say, guilty, your honor. And then the judge say, okay, on count number 3, this and that, do you plead guilty or not? It's a guilty. Number 4, guilty. Number 5, guilty. And then the judge say, okay, now when you don't plead guilty, we'll not get no palaver for go get jury, for go for trial, because you don't already plead guilty. And now why that way? It take only 3 weeks from the day where he plead guilty to the day where they sentence you. Now only 3 weeks, because the judge goes down and say, okay, the man don't already accept guilt. So all we need for doing that, now look at the law and look at the sentencing guidelines and then sentencee. So the sentencee. So these Ambazonians, where they be so stupid, very dull people, they're confused, they don't know what to talk about this one. They can't begin one for blame the judge. The judge don't get nothing for do with this case because the case, he was not judged. The case did not go to trial because he plead guilty. So it cut out that process. So now why that way the judge go look at the sentencing guidelines, and the sentencing guidelines it tell you say this, so for each offense of inciting terror, now 2 years. It give you 2 years for offense number 1, 2 years for offense number 2, 2 for number 3, 2. Wait, it means that they actually sentencing now to 10 years in prison. We not understand that one. But the talk say the sentencing, the prison sentence, it will run concurrently. What did that one mean? It means that because it plead guilty, it saved the UK people them a lot of money because they no go for trial, they no convene a jury, and because trial takes several weeks or maybe even months, maybe sometimes even years for complete the jury trial. So as they don't go to trial, it saves us a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort. So now why that way the judge decide for make a sentence a run concurrently. And if you look when I Google concurrently, it means that so it will serve the 2 years of the of all the 5 counts at the same time. So it means the maximum time where it will actually spend for prison now 2 years, because for count number 1 it start the sentence the same day, the same time as count number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and for each count it get now 2 years. So the maximum time where it will actually spend for prison now 2 years. But for UK, if he come out for good behavior, it will only spend maybe about 1 year for prison before it come out. If you get very good behavior in prison, they will give you early release. So maybe not understand that one. No be no kangaroo court. Now the Kingston Crown Court in the United Kingdom, in the London Metropolitan Police Constabulary, where they investigate you, they arrest you, they try, they present you with the evidence, he plead guilty in front of the judge, and then they sentence you to 2 years for 5 offenses to run concurrently. We want to understand that one. So my country people them, there are consequences for inciting terrorism in Cameroon. And for Driscoll, the consequences, they are just beginning. Because if we now read for that article, they talk say this man now first of all now Swedish national, it no be British citizen. So it is so after he finish a prison sentence, they could probably repatriate him back to Sweden, where it means that all the business and everything we do for UK, it could be obviously suspended. And then obviously for at least a minimum of 1 year, it no go make one single penny. Your family, it go there for day, they go to struggle because maybe it been at the only eye for family, it been at the breadwinner. Your family go to lament, maybe it get picking them. What is going to happen to them? But that is just the beginning. That is just the tip of the iceberg. Just because of a few short messages, the way this very angry man, he go post them on Facebook and Twitter. Now he where it there for prison today. What he don't gain from that. Also, the consequences and the repercussion of the action, it will live with ye and your generation for the rest of their lives. Make I explain for una. Because for these countries then, for UK, Republic of Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, United States, If you want get any job in any kind of position where it be sensitive, like in the financial industry, working for the banks, like in the military, working in intelligence, like in government, they do what they call them, say, a counter-terrorism background check on you. Me at the talk because I know they don't do counter-terrorism check on me. They ask you for your papa name, your grandpapa name, their address, and all that intricate details. If you lie for the form and they discover, say, you don't lie, even at 10 years after, you feel go for prison. And if you don't lie, they find out, say, one of your papa or your immediate grandparent or something like that, it will be now a convicted criminal, terrorist. Then you know if you get the job. You know if you get any of these sensitive jobs, that working in government, working in the financial industry, or working as a pilot, an airline pilot, or any of those kind of sensitive positions them. So it is so Driscoll, he picking them and he grand picking them. They go feel the consequences of this action for the rest of their lives. Tapang Ivor, Mark Beretta, and all these people them. They are picking, they go feel the consequences of their action for the rest of their lives because they be labeled as terrorists. And when they start do counter-terrorism background check on them, a good day, and a wideawaycountrypeople.com, that website, it been an instrumental thing where a good day for thy kingdom come. Where it means that even in 20 years, 50 years, when they are beginning to start apply for job, when they start do a background check on them, they go troll through the internet looking for buzzwords, names, dates, times, where they don't ever talk them. And they go not say, no, this Pekin, it come out from that kind of family where they be radicals, where they incite terror for different country. And they're not going to let them work in the army or any military force. They're not going to let them become maybe airline pilots or work in the financial industry or work in government. So now just some of the consequences in that. And this is just the beginning for Driscoll. Some are country people them. This man, Mr. Driscoll, he be right about me, una countryman, on the 11th of March, 2019, it talks say the guy who makes these programs on Facebook is the one who works with Padilla Sangha to chop people's heads in Kumba and other places in southern Cameroon. One, I don't know who don't tell this guy say I work with Padilla Sangha. I don't know. I know, first of all, now the same fools that be talk say me, I be Padilla Sangha. They talk say me, I be who. They don't talk say me, I be like 100 different people that now I do work now with Padilla Sangha. I don't first even know who Padilla Sangha be. Padilla Sangha a politician. He be an SDF man or whatever. Me, I know they into politics. I do not work with Padilla Sangha, but I am Padilla Sangha. Anyways, it continue. It talks say he has now embarked on stalking and spying on people in the diaspora. Stalking. It means for say stalking. Stalk as in S-T-A-L-K. Stalking. You call yourself an educated person. You don't know how to spell stalking. It's a me at the stalk people. I'm spying on people in the diaspora. It's a fuming lies and making fake documentaries. He seems to be more competent to investigate crimes in the diaspora more than the USA, which has some of the best investigators on earth. But the truth is that he is spying for beer. Then it talks say, watch your steps and report him to the police for stalking. It write the same word against stalking. It's stalking. It says for stalking, intimidation, and harassment. Now who I don't ever harass them. Now who? First of all, when I don't know my face, when I don't know me, I'd air out my opinions and my views on social media. I never ever meet up no man anywhere, but it talks say me I'd harass people them. They say I will sue him for threatening lives, coercion, and intimidation. Okay. Now, who I don't ever intimidate them, but I don't even want to go into that. It say go sue me, Driscoll. When you get out of prison, and then you can sue me, okay, idiot, wonderfulish international idiot. You go rot in jail.